So my sisters requested some macaroni and cheese and fried fish. So that is exactly what I'm going to make. Because I let them. So of course we're starting off with boiling the macaroni elbows. And let me tell you, macaroni and cheese takes like 2 hours minimum. So this is my dance. This is all you get in. Now back to business. We are just going to boil the mac and cheese according to its instructions. And for me, I like to salt the water and throw some olive oil in there so that the pasta doesn't stick to the pot. And once that's done, I drain the macaroni, and then I'm going to preheat the oven for 400 degrees because I've found that any higher, the mac and cheese will burn before the middle cooks. And in this case, slow and steady wins the race. Now I threw in some butter just to kind of butter up the noodles. And then I'm going to add some smoked Gouda. And you just want enough to like put a good taste in your mouth. Plus, I really hate the smell of Gouda, so I just never put too much. And then I found myself fighting with the cheddar cheese. I got a 2-pound block, so I guess it wanted me to exercise with it first, but I didn't want to. So here I'm using this amazing contraption, and it is the epitome of work smarter, not harder. And now I'm just going to throw that cheese in there and then throw in a pint of heavy whipping cream, a good pile of sour cream, most of a can of evaporated milk. I actually used a little bit of it this morning. And then I'm adding another pint of heavy whipping cream and then piling some more cheddar cheese, then some mozzarella because I like that cheese pool, onion powder, garlic powder, put in your favorite Creole seasoning, and you want to mix this up like really well. Mix up those seasonings really, really well. And this is because you want to make sure that you don't get a clump of seasoning somewhere. You want to give all the macaroni the love. And that's why I'm also adding the cheese in like sections. And then I ended up tasting the sauce and adding more Creole seasoning and some chicken bouillon. And then I also added some paprika and a little bit of milk. And then I mixed it all together and threw on the remaining cheddar cheese in the bowl. Now, when you throw on this foil, I want you to know it's gonna take a long time to make this mac and cheese. You're gonna want to put the mac and cheese in there for at least an hour, or you're going to have a cold middle. And since the pan I'm using is filled to the brim, I decided to put something under there so that if it overflows, it'll be easier to clean up. Now this is what it looks like a little after an hour. And then I throw more cheddar cheese on it and throw it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Maybe because I forgot about it, but that's okay because it still turned out well. And now for the fish, I'm using some tilapia. And as you know, with tilapia, it's a milder fish and you want to season generously. So that Creole seasoning is coming out once again. It's a good seasoning, especially for fish. Then I'm using some buttery chicken seasoning, some garlic powder and onion powder, and then the remaining paprika. You then want to throw in some olive oil, and then I just mix it all together, make sure that the fish turns a different color. And unfortunately, the lighting doesn't catch that beautiful red color that it took on, but that's okay. So here is the macaroni and cheese that I may or may not have forgotten about. And it looks beautiful, so it doesn't matter. Then I'm bringing out a fish fry packet. I'm trying to save time, even though it doesn't seem like it, because I mean, saving time in macaroni and cheese doesn't really exist, at least if you make it this way. But anyways, you're going to coat the seasoned fish in the flour, and then you're going to cook on each side for 3 to 4 minutes. And apparently I forgot how to take fish out of a pan, I tried all kinds of angles, but the fish wanted to show off that it was flaking very beautifully, and I can't be mad at it. You're just going to repeat this process until all of the fish is cooked. It's gonna be a beautiful golden brown. And here are the dishes that I have made for my sisters. And once I'm done cooking all the fish, I make myself a plate as well. And I'm not gonna lie, this meal took me 3 hours to make, minimum. But let me tell you, it was all delicious, and my sisters loved it. Definitely not a beginner recipe, definitely not a under 30-minute cook time, but it was all made with love and care.